Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. Conference bragging rights, just part of the stakes as these two get set to square off. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Colorado Buffaloes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Reese?
Okay, Holly. The Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this place was going bananas. It was going nuts. The atmosphere was incredible. But how about the visitors setting the tone? The opening kickoff return, taking it back to the house. And now, guys, it's gotten really, really quiet.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the run, it's Young. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give is to Smith. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Got the quick pass. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Split backs here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Davidson. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll try the left side. Turning it on! They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They think there's room to run to the right here. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Running inside, it's Young. Past the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Lewis. Williams open on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it, right?
Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Henderson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Play action with Lewis. Buying some time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Number 46 sets the kickoff.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Looking for room at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Picks up the 1st down. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the ground, it's Young.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Here's Lewis to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Throwing, Lewis. Working that left side now. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Lewis to throw. Moving out to the right. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Quick completion on the out. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Buffaloes looking to convert on 4th down. To the air again, Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
To the air on 1st down. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Timeout, Clemson.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they get him down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to. If they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early 2nd half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Yeah, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12.
24, Colorado, 12.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Takes a handoff. It's Young.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lewis. Got it in the middle. It's Williams.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going with the ground game left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44.
Ready. Sweet.
On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. Motion from the wideout.
Slide, slide. Hydro. Go.
Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. They're working that left side, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Fourth down, Lewis. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Running inside, it's Johnson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll run play action. Under fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying to get the edge. It's Davidson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Jukes his way for more. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they haven't called his number a lot today, but, man, they needed that third down conversion. Got to get points on this drive, trying to go down the field. Obviously, the clock isn't your friend. Nice job getting the first down there.
QB got it himself. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
This is is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and no good. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wide receiver going in motion. The offense changing the play. Throwing. Lewis. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Booster. Q. Ready, go.
Lewis wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And they'll take over first and second.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job.
Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And the punishment has been extended.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Go.
Lewis. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The run inside. It's Young. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense gets set for second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Great job in the open field making that.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. It's Lewis again. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got his man. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Wide receiver comes in motion, making side adjustments here. From the gun on third down, Lewis. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout.
One more play to pad the stats. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer,